today's going to be an important day. Do you think Jay is going to be nice or do you think he's going to be mean? And do you think that if he's mean, that 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 President Trump will get angry? And post this. Okay. So you know what we're going to do. All right, Dale. All right. So I still believe that this is a major turning point that we had in the market. And it looks like we had 5 waves to complete the first move up. So I've drawn in fibs in case there's some dollar strength the next couple days, which actually I expect. And I'm looking at some fib levels to get long to be a buyer around 103.20 in the euro. Risk 102, risk 100 pips in case it's deeper, and it's 78.6, which would come in at 2.5. You could do the same thing in cable. Cable seems to be holding up a little better. EG looks like it wants to correct euro pound. Well, it has been correcting, but you could use your fibs in cable. Halfway back's about 123. See what happens there. I don't think I drew the fibs on Aussie because Aussie is going to probably be the deepest. Moving over to US dollar yen, I'm still not ready to reshort it. In fact, when you look at this, you know, perhaps this is a trend. If we break this trend, maybe we could get a little bit more upside. So just look at this. Okay. And this would say rates might have a bump up. So pretty important day in yields. 10-year 450 is trying to hold. I actually think, you know, this 433 level is where we could go, which means there could be more left in the bond market. I know a lot of people are saying this is a head and shoulders bottom. Maybe it is. Anyway, we have a gap left unfilled. We'll see what happens with the Fed. I'm in conflict a little bit because you know, I'm not real bearish the end right here. I'd like to see a rally back up towards 57 for a failing rally or even new highs in that. The dollar I still think has room to go on the upside. This to me is a bear market rally. Maybe this was it, but 820 was a big level for me. See this? Look left. 830, 820. So right around in this range, I'd be selling the dollar 820 to 8.5, wrong over the high of the move, because the next move could be a fib extension of this, right? And this was a pretty good move from 109.5 to, oh, call it 350. So, you know, the next move could be um, 600 points from 108.50. You know, I expect the 105 level to be the next zone to be attacked. And looking at the euro, same type of scenario, only inverse. This was a 3.5 point rally, 350 pip rally. So we pull back 68, we could rally 5 and we could head up towards 108, 109. I just want to remind everyone that what we're looking at was a falling wedge breakout. And wedges, if you haven't done your own work to find out about the potential of different reversal and continuation formations, wedges can retrace 100%. So even though this wave may just take us back to here or here, longer term, I am expecting these highs to be taken out. The other big feature, and I think it's big, I thought we'd get to 93 or so, but it looks like we're breaking down in the gold silver ratio. So, you know, this is kind of bullish for the whole complex. Silver's really acting good, up 42 cents, with gold down 5. So we haven't seen a move like this in the gold silver ratio. Doesn't mean that silver still can't find its way back down to 28, may go higher, maybe it tries 32 again, but I still don't think silver has bottomed. Gold, are we going to finally break this high or not? I'm not doing anything in the metals right now. It's not clear. So I'm paying attention to the currencies and also trading individual equities pretty well. Just an update on um, the NVIDIA trade. Okay, so this was something, if you will go back to last um, Thursday and Friday on NVIDIA, I was selling it up here, said I was getting lucky, was starting to reverse, and then we had that news. And it actually went to my first objective, so people asked me why I covered. And fortunately I did, if you see what happened here in the last couple of days. So it was a 5 banger on the NVIDIA 100 May puts. So I'm not done with NVIDIA. If we get a pullback and then another rally back into, 32, maybe into the gap sometime next week, I'd be on it. But I did roll into, remember how, I felt, that I missed Apple? Well, if you're patient enough, you get another chance. And this is 50% in Apple, so I have a little bit in here. They have earnings tomorrow. Maybe they'll run me over, but I'll buy some more at 61.8. And if NVIDIA can, regroup, and this is just A, and we get a B, and we get one more pop, I'll be looking to recommit to that as well. I'd like to see markets um, eat into the gap partially, which could happen if we got to this moving average here around 137, which would be about 61.8 back. So that's a level I'm looking at because, if we start taking out this 116 low, and that's why I'm nervous with no position on it, we take out that low at 116, which happened to be the 50-week moving average that it held. Um, it opens a door for the next moving average to be tackled. Of course, there'll be support at, 100, and here's the August low. But just a measured move, if you say this was 5 or A, and this is an irregular B, and we get 1.618 of this, that would be an $80 rally from 152, which would take you down to the 70 level, down to about these lows here. So don't give up on the video. And that's a wrap. I'll see you in the room. Although silver's strong, let's see what it's not a bad looking week. All the silver shares are having a decent week. Maybe with the gold silver ratio turning, it's going to be time for the silver shares. So let's just take another look. Yeah, we have some divergence. Actually, AG is the weakest one. It took out all this action, but Endeavor didn't. Okay. Endeavor held the stubble bottom. I'm just not impressed. I don't like to buy flat bottoms. And you have that here too in Fortuna. Yeah, it could come out of here. This could be a base, but I don't know. There's probably at least one sell stop under 420 there. And in Endeavor, I think if we got back under 340, that would be, we'll be setting up buying opportunities. Actually, I have a wedge. A follower of mine prefers in the silver, actually Hecla. And Hecla hasn't had the oomph that the last ones I showed you have. And actually, waiting for Hecla to make one more low to give us a 3 drive to a bottom formation. Here's the daily. So here it is. It's going to come in around 450. If it clears 575, then I guess this isn't going to happen. But I want to be patient because I think there's a possibility if the S&Ps have a tough month in February, which is what I'm expecting, that it's also going to pressure miners. So I'll see you in the room. It's free. There are plenty of pearls in there daily that Mike provides. I posted some currency stuff this morning, and no one's going to be soliciting you to do anything. Bring your best work in and share it, get better. And remember, most of all, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.